So, hello, I'm Q from QAnon. For 6 years now, I've been trying to contact the federal government, the Vatican, the royal family, CIA, FBI, NSA, NASA. Last night, I sent some of my videos to the Vatican and MI6. I've contacted MUFON, SETI. I get no reply at all. They don't care what I have to say. That's the government. Uh, it's a complete sham to give you the illusion that you have the freedom of speech and civil rights. You do not. That's just like a master on a plantation. The slaves can talk as long as they're not talking bad about the master. So, uh, anybody else here contact MI6? Anybody else call the Vatican and tell them that the song King Nothing is about Charles? I'm the Grim Reaper. Your entire criminal justice system is corrupt to the core. You're a targeted individual. You wish for death. You just wish. It's like, oh, this is just so bad that I don't even want to be here. I'm aware that I'm in a simulation, and they surround me by people who I don't even think are intelligent enough to understand it, even when I tell them. I don't think they care. They watch too much TV, drink too much fluoride, and I see them. I see them going and get the coffee downstairs. I drink everything spring water. I even make my noodles in spring water. Because if I drink fluoride, it's in everything. If you go out and buy anything, coffee, in your sports drinks, that's a lot of fluoride to be taken in every day. And you don't understand how it calcifies the pineal gland and disconnects you from source. I've contacted Congress. I'm first contact specialist for interdimensional ET disclosure, and Congress just keeps going on with their fake disclosure. They might be planning. I think they're planning something, obviously, to yes, there's aliens. We're in contact with them, and don't worry about it. Keep watching TV. That's not the truth. The ETs are us from the future. They're time travelers. Believe it or not. I couldn't always do this. So my whole life I wouldn't have considered myself psychic, although I have always noticed coincidences. The whole reason I really liked my husband was he danced with me at my first wedding. It only lasted a couple weeks, and he told me I married the wrong man. And his name was Lou, and his mother and father was Lou. I said, well, I have an aunt and uncle named Lou and Fran, and that's his mom and dad. And his birthday's March 31st. I said, that's weird. That's their son, Louis Jr.'s birthday. And I've always noticed that. But then, after I had a UFO sighting in 2012, on my 17th anniversary, and I started to get information that I have no reason to even know. Top secret. I started to get really interested in like the top secret projects, like Project Gateway and the Pegasus, Project Pegasus, the CIA psychic program. And I actually am communicating with entities outside, not just dead crossed over in a spiritual realm, outside of the matrix in the future. Because you're living in an advanced, JD Vance, JD's my pop-up, Joe, and his daughter's Mary. I contact the Vatican. I even have I have a priest. I had two of them, but one died. In my family, in my extended family, in-laws, step, my grandmother Gloria's mother-in-law, her stepsons. Two of them are priests. And I contacted the one, Patrick Carrion, in Baltimore, and that nothing. They don't want you to know this. QAnon's against pedophilia. This world is run by extremely insane people, flaming faggots at the top. The Vatican. Who do you think has the power? The ones who know the spiritual and the supernatural secrets about spiritual wickedness. How do you know about it? How do you know that why do you get to claim that you speak to God or you speak for God, as your entire organization is nothing but fucking pedophiles? And you just keep throwing your money at them because they speak softly spoken magic spells over you. And they repeat it. That's how you program. Just like, it's beaten, like taking a hammer or, beating a nail into something. They beat that information into your brain and they carve it. Dana Carvey, Foxy Lady. I'm not saying that for me. Foxy is 6667 in gematria. That's my phone number. I'm just saying Foxy Lady. He hypnotized me. I had died and woke up on the mothership, and they're all looking. It looks like a big group of people playing the same video game, and they looked at me like, Heather, do you know what's going on? I was like, no, but how do you know my name? They called me by my name and it looked like I was on a UFO. And they took me to Dana Carvey, who had a Wayne's World. We're not worthy. He hypnotized me. Before I knew it, I was falling backwards into my chair, and I floated down into this body. I even thought that I was shot right after I met this man who I thought was 107 6 years ago. Now I'm watching 107 and Michael Jaco and Nino and all of their mutants pretending that they're part of QAnon. Michael Jaco just told me, you're not Q. I was like, you just gave gave it away. You literally just, 3 days ago, told Michael Jaco from 107, QAnon, JFK Jr., told JFK Jr. that she's not Q. Well, where is your JFK Jr. that's supposed to be vice president and run with Trump? Trump's about to die. Did you see him? There's all kinds of questions about his health. I think he's going insane. If there is even a Trump, I think he's a Tesla bot. But if there is a real man, that man's going insane because he's watching me. And have you ever, it's the rich man and Lazarus? So that's what's happening. So dust in the wind, when the end comes, all your money, not another day will buy. Dust in the wind. Dustin is Cheyenne's dead dad. So, I talk to angels. Would they allow, they've already ruined my reputation. Even if I go and open a shop like Tarot by Jean, she's stealing visitors' money. It should say for novelty only, or for entertainment only. She threw me out. No, we're not in a matrix, honey. You are. You talk to the dead. I prove simulation theory. They taught me that we live in a simulation, and you're going to say that you are an authority in speaking to the dead. No, you're not. You're a fraud who knows certain key words, may even have an earpiece and get NSA information funneled to give you the illusion. They're still third eye blind. If you don't know that you're in a simulation, you're a liar. You're some kind of a con man or woman who learned how to, like the, what's it called? The snake oil salesman. Learn how to sell this, possibly working with the NSA. I do think so. I do think they get key things. But when it comes down to it, if you sit with me, I'll have you believing that I'm your soul. I'm your mother's soul. I'm your fucking dog's soul. Whether it's alive or dead. And nobody wants to speak to me? Like, I think they're scared to death of me because of what they've done to me. So you're just gonna, like, people follow this 107. What? It's a cult. Where is the federal government? Why don't they shut him down? They shut me down. YouTube takes my videos down. Like, I'm banned on Facebook. I can't even pay it. They do it all the time. Sometimes they ban me completely. I can't even use it. And now they just say, oh no, you can't put stuff in groups. You can't comment on. Why? Because I know too much. So now you're not banning me. I can still post stuff on mine, but I can't post my stuff into my groups, into my targeted individual groups. Is that insane? I can't post my targeted individual videos in any groups to teach anybody, because you know why? Because those groups are it's to harass and give you false hope. And then I don't even think anybody's actually a real person has figured out gang stalking, because look at what it takes to figure out gang stalking. These people are just in their house, or with their family, or in their car. Do you know, if I want to go get a car, I just got my license back. I'm scared to, because for one, they'll gang stalk it. They'll target my car, scratch it, pop the tires, you name it. So, like, they plan on doing this the rest of my life. Do you know what money that they're using? The money that you give in the tip jar at church? And your taxes? Because they don't want you to know that Donald Trump is just a puppet? Elon Musk is a puppet? Where is Elon Musk, this visionary? Where's Jeff Bezos? I contacted Jeff Bezos 4 fucking years ago. Do you know what he said to me? He said, I don't think I like what you're saying. I bet you don't. You have people working a full-time job that are homeless, while you have a fleet of billion-dollar boats. That's greed. We're all one consciousness. That's why eat the rich. So eat the, you make Heather with eat the R. I can't believe this. And nobody seems to care. I don't know if I'm obviously not reaching the right kind of people, because this is the kind of places they put me in. I don't have much money, so I'm living in roach motels that most people would consider roach motels. But I'm grateful that I have a bathroom and I have a fridge. So I'm very grateful that I have this roach motel, but it's not fair. As Jean by Tarot, or Tarot by Jean, just opened a second location directly under where I caught the Matrix glitching. Right there in the Paradise Plaza. Paradise City, Guns N' Roses. I contacted all day Sunday. Rick Meehan blocked me. So I had to contact all the other council members and, his secretary and stuff. I called City Hall and left, I don't know, about 7 messages Sunday. And I sent emails all day. Nothing. I sent, after all of this, after they did this to me, I was like, you know what? I'm going to be the bigger person, turn the other cheek. I'm going to tell Rick Meehan. I sent them flowers. I sent him Q merchandise. I took him Q merchandise. And then when he didn't answer me, I sent him a butt plug for Christmas. So it wasn't used. It was brand new. Plug on. It's got an alien in it. It's QAnon is above top secret. It's a sting on pedophilia. It's a sting on the Vatican. You know that money's ours. What are they doing with that money? How much money do these pedophiles need for God? Because I'm certainly not getting any of it. I don't get a penny of it. And they don't want you to know about me because it ruins their scam. Their sham. Sham, QAnon shaman. This is going to be the apocalypse because this isn't going to happen. I don't want to be here anymore. I played the game, I won it, and now the NPCs, such as Rick Meehan, have gone rogue. They think as long as they keep me quiet, he's just, I'll just die. I'll just wait till I die. Well, you know what, Meehan? You're going to see through my eyes. Through these eyes. Guess who? When you die. And it's humiliating for you. That's your time's up. You've been mayor way too long. This is why they have the power has gone to that man's head. He thinks that he's some kind of a celebrity. He doesn't do anything except for what this machine tells him to do. He doesn't even care about the trash. The Ocean City makes more trash than most places. People, eat out more, and they tend to make more trash. And he got rid of the recycling program. Have you ever seen Idiocracy? No future plan on what to do with trash. He's a puppet. He even told me, I asked him, I looked in his eyes, I was like, man, he's got the most dead eyes I've ever seen. I looked at him down at Bike Week. I saw him down at the inland, at the windmill thing. I looked at him, I said, are you Rick Meehan? He says, yes, I am. I said, I'm Q. Oh, I don't understand that QAnon stuff. I said, you do understand the deprivation of civil rights, defamation of character. I said, are you an NPC? Rick Meehan, and I can pass a polygraph, said to me, I have witnesses. I might be. They have no consciousness outside of the simulation. Who was the first person to stand up and say, I'm a cop. I have the authority to arrest you. Well, that's what I'm doing to Rick Meehan. I'm a space cop. I'm Jesus H. Christ, who died and came back. I have authority to arrest you when you commit a crime. And what you've done is conspiracy. I guarantee you took a bribe. And I bet we have the proof. You think Elon Musk is your friend? Elon Musk is not your friend. He's on the Epstein list. And when they'd say, go arrest Elon Musk, the cops are going to go do it. Do you think he likes cops? Do you think Donald Trump likes cops? Even if Donald Trump and Elon Musk are on the Epstein, what makes them any different than what these cops have done to me, what this mayor's done to me, these judges, the lawyers? I don't even think Elon Musk and Donald Trump are real. This is just a preview of what they're going to do to you. Even if you're not awake, if you're watching my videos, you're doing it because you think that they're interesting, you're already a target. You just don't see it because they don't. It's levels. It's how much does this person know? How much of a threat is this person? Anybody? Do you understand? Anybody who disagrees with the government is a domestic terrorist in their book and needs to be neutralized. Believe me, not only have I taken my own life, because I've crossed over, I've been outside the matrix. I think that I've been assassinated on several occasions. I have 2 different occasions, I believe, that I was shot and shifted into a parallel universe. Once in a school parking lot, Schoolboy Q, Man of the Year, Elon Musk, And once when I met 107, 6 years ago. And this AI psyop is just going on and on. I finally contact Michael Jaco, and he's clueless. He is clueless. I was like, all you guys do is you're doing some kind of psyop for Donald Trump. Well, Donald Trump's how much longer does he have in office? What's it, 2 more years now? And then what are you gonna say? Oh, Donald Trump's dead. Where's JFK Jr.? That's what they started with, oh, it's JFK Jr. And now it's the never-ending story. They just take whatever the news says and put a spin on it. That 107 character, is that even a real person? All you people just believe these grifters, and you don't even know who 107 is? Where is Walt Willett? Why doesn't anybody want to acknowledge Q? Because it proves that Q is one woman. One woman with a documentary of people documented from the shadows, watching these cops. One cop almost ran over my foot trying to get away from me. Another one several of them just drive away from me as I'm talking to them. Do you know, it's like spitting in my face. Do you know I got 20 years for resisting? They illegally, unlawfully petitioned me at a doctor's appointment when I shared Hunter Biden's messages and talked about the Vanna syndrome. The doctor walks out of the room. I'm getting ready to ride my bike a mile. Walks out of the room. Next thing I know, the cops are showing up. Never told me, I think you're dehydrated. You need to go to the hospital. Just these cops that I had just told her were gang stalking me show up. I told them, if you touch me, I'm going to kick you in the nutsack. And they touched me. So I kicked at them. A big 6-foot guy. I'm cowering on the floor in the fetal position, and I kicked at him. I got 10 years for that. When they took me to the hospital, I think they shot me up with LSD because I started tripping balls, and I spit, and a little bit of spit got on a security officer. 20 years. Because instead of calling for an ambulance, they called the police. They drug me out in shackles and leg irons and handcuffs behind my back, by my arms, off my feet. Do you know how painful that is? You're taking me to the hospital because you think I'm so dehydrated and sick, but yet drag me out of my feet, almost breaking my shoulders. It felt like I was screaming. And you know what I was screaming? Hunter Biden is stalking me. So the police can just... They've locked me up in the ward so many times for reporting on Q. Well, I have 50,000 hours researching Q. These cops have less than 0. And they could just 5150 you? Oh, you look crazy to us. Well, if you would have come right before the Wright brothers flew, and Orville, is it Orville and what? Wilbur? Wilbur was my horse. I can't remember the other one. I think it's Wilbur. Orville says, I'm getting ready to fly. He's got his plane in the barn, and he's getting ready to fly it. And then they're like, oh, you're crazy. I have my plane in the barn. I had them Hunter Biden messages. He won't even look at it. So you don't even want to see my plane? I'll go show you. I'll go jump in it and fly. Nope, we're taking you to the ward. I was like, oh, you cocksuckers. You cocksuckers. They broke my thumb. Well, I was holding a sign that says we live in a matrix, and they drugged me and broke my thumb. I'm screaming. People are videotaping me, screaming, I'm 107! My videos, I'm an influencer on QAnon! Do you speak English? Fuckers!